Hello again, everybody. David Clary along with Alicia Giles getting set for Oak Ridge High School Championship basketball. The Wildcats trying to take home the crown of this tournament down in Bahamas. To do it, they'll have to take down the defending champions, the Columbia High Eagles out of Decatur, Georgia. Two teams are both undefeated as we start this ball game. The two teams are well represented, and we're about to get underway here. We've had a fun trip down to the Bahamas. 4 wins for the Wildcats. It all started with Sunland Academy here in Freeport. Then the Wildcats knocked off Jonesboro out of Georgia. And then the third ball game was Southwest DeKalb County down in Georgia. And then earlier today, the Wildcats knocked off Tabernacle, the host team here at the tournament. We're just moments away. The Wildcats are already wandering out to the center of the floor. The Wildcats will have Raekwon Watson, Cooper Williams, along with Garrett Giles, Brennan Scott, and Caden Brightheart. They are doing a presentation on the stage of the third place trophy, which will go to Jonesboro. Let's see if we can pick it up.
A round of applause once again.
And now we're about to have basketball. I believe the presentation is over. The two teams are getting set, and we're have it for you here on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. It'll be Garrett Giles to jump for the Wildcats, wearing their all-gray jerseys with cardinal and white trim. Columbia in their white jerseys, blue and red. And the officials are still having a little bit of a discussion once again, and now they'll take the teams off the floor. And while we wait for the presentation, I guess, of the all-tournament team out on the floor, we'll take a break here. We'll turn the camera off just for a second, and we'll return in a moment. Sorry about that delay. We had a little ceremony up on the stage as we delayed the start of the ball game, and now we're about to have the championship game. The Wildcats of Oak Ridge taking on the Columbia Eagles. As we said earlier, Wildcats Garrett Giles to jump for them will be number 24. That'll be Jamarcus Hatcher, a 6'4 senior. And we are underway here. The Wildcats had the tip for a moment, and now it's the Eagles. They'll set the dribble down the floor. 0-0 the score. Championship ball game. Both teams undefeated coming into the ball game. They work the ball, top of the circle. Number 24, that's Hatcher once again. He's going to launch a long three. It's up, no good. Brennan Scott on the rebound for the Wildcats, and here they come down the floor. Brennan's going to bring the ball all the way down to Giles. Giles over to Ray, around to Caden Brightheart. The Wildcats shoot a three. No good. Rebounded by the Eagles. They're moving left to right. Quickly down the floor they'll come. Setting the dribble out to the top, their point guard. The Wildcats and Columbia have never played. This is the third Georgia team, though, we've played since we've been here. As they put up a three, it's good. Wildcats trail now 3-0, and down the floor with the basketball will come the Wildcats. Moving right to left. Ray with it across the line. Dribbles all the way in right. Finds Garrett free for a three. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by the Eagles. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball underneath the goal. It is dark on that end of the floor. I mean, it is dark. As the Wildcats will work it in, then it comes to Ray. Ray top of the circle to Caden Brightheart. A little 5-footer. It's going to be short. Rebounded by Columbia. Down the floor they'll come. 3-0 our score. Kicking it out. Thought about shooting another three. They work the ball to the free throw line. The Wildcats nearly a steal by Ray. Saved away by number 12. He nearly walks. Brings the ball back to the top of the circle. There is a walk, a gross walk, but nothing called by the Bahamian officials. They work the ball top of the circle. The shot clock is not operating right now. Now they get a three off, and it's an air ball. Rebounded by Garrett Giles. Giles is going to bring the ball down the floor. Here's Brennan. Caden, three-pointer, no good. Rebound to the Columbia Eagles. 3-0 our score. The Wildcats have gone about 2 minutes without scoring. Here's a little shot. It's up, no good. Got a rebound. They get the rebound. Up, no good. Push back up, good. It's 5-0. Wildcats have got to get some rebounds. They were decent position, just didn't get it. Oak Ridge basketball. Oak Ridge needs to work their offense down 5-0. Here Here it goes to Raekwon Watson. Raekwon at the free throw line stops, looks to Cooper, lobs it to him in the left corner. Cooper Williams with it, stops. Like I said, the shot clock is not working, and a timeout is asked for by Coach Green. 5-0 our score. Coach Green didn't like, obviously, the way the offense was being run, and he has words for him in front of us. I want to remind everybody that we will return to Oak Ridge to play our first game after this tournament. Boys and girls will be involved. It'll be at Powell. That'll be December the 5th. We'll have the girls' game beginning at 6 o'clock, the boys' game at 7:30. As I've said throughout our broadcast here from the Bahamas, we will not be able to stream because Powell charges $500 to stream. They charge $2,000 in football, so just ludicrous. But that's the rules, and it'll be a radio-only game on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, as the Wildcats prepare to work the ball in, down 5-0. Oak Ridge with it with Cooper Williams. Caden Brighthart with it. Top of the circle, dribbles in, thought about going all the way in, makes his move. He's going to be fouled on the floor by Columbia's number 10. That'll be Deontay Hill. He's a 5'9 junior player. Oak Ridge basketball yet to score. 5:36 to play first quarter. Wildcats have had to grind out almost every ball game they've played. Wildcats working it, ball in. Here comes the lob in Ray to Caden. Caden Brightheart's going to dribble in. Stop, pull away, jumper is good. Caden has the first 2 points of the ball game, and down the floor will come Columbia. They'll work the ball across the line. Setting up their dribble. Trying to get my pen to work here to do the stats here. 5-2 our score. They get a 3 off. Top of the key. It is good. Wildcats down 8-2. 3-point shots. The Wildcats have got a guard at the top of the key. Here comes Ray with it. Top of the key. Over it goes to Garrett Giles. Giles drives in. Brennan Scott for 3. No good. Rebound Cooper Williams. Powers it right back up. Good. And he's fouled. Cooper scores his first 2 points, and he'll go to the free throw line with an opportunity for a 3-point play. The Wildcats trailing 8-4 with 4 minutes and 57 seconds to play here in the first quarter. On the dark end of the floor, so much better lit on the right side to our left. It is actually kind of dark. I see some lights out or partially on. Cooper goes to the free throw line. Toss, good. Cooper has 3. And the Wildcats trail by 3, 8-5 the score. They'll set up. They like to shoot the 3. It's quite obvious. They just come down at the perimeter, don't really try to get it inside. They've got everybody basically above the free throw line except one guy roaming in the right corner. They'll work the ball in, driving in. Here comes the near shot. The Wildcats working hard defensively, down by 3. Here's a deflection, saved by them. They'll kick it out for a 3. It's on its way. Good. 3-point shot. Wildcats have got a guard, and the Wildcats are down 6 again. 11-5 the score. Ray down the floor for the Wildcats. He'll set it up on the dark side of the floor. Here it goes to Garrett Giles. Giles holds the ball, looks down low to Caden. Caden wanted to shoot, does. It's up, and it's good. Caden Brightheart hits the bucket, and back the other way will come Columbia. The Wildcats down 11-4, working hard on defense. There's another 3. No good this time. Long rebound pulled down by number 13. Shot, no good. Tipped and a rebound is going to be called. A foul going to be called on the rebound attempt, and we'll see who it goes against. I think it's going to go against Oak Ridge. They kind of bump bodies. It'll be Columbia with the basketball underneath the goal. They'll substitute their big guy out of the contest. Checking out will come for them number 13. That is 6'5 senior Tamar Mann. Their basketball, they work the ball in. 11-7 the score, first quarter here from the championship game in Bahamas. 3 minutes, 49 seconds to play. We're in the first quarter. Columbia is the defending champions of this tournament. The Wildcats won a championship here as well back in 2015. Their basketball, working the ball inside, in the corner. They lob it down low. Ball's loose on the floor. They get a shot up. No good. Cooper's got the rebound to Ray. Wildcats wanting to run. Ray waits for his teammates as he didn't really have the numbers. Ray then penetrates left. Giles for 3. Left corner. Good. 3-point shot for Garrett Giles. His first 3 points, and the Wildcats trail by 1. 11-10 the score. Down the floor with the basketball will come the Eagles of Columbia High School, Decatur, Georgia. They shoot a 3. Brick. No good. Cooper on the rebound. Cooper looks for a guard, gives it off to Ray. Raekwon Watson with it across the line. 11-10 the score. Ray dribbles around a screen, dribbles left, lost his dribble, grabs it right back, attacks inside, goes and throws the ball away. Intercepted by Columbia. They'll work the ball. They're going to get a shot. Layup is good. Another run-out turnover, and the Wildcats are down by 3. 13-10 is our score. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Giles with it. Takes 2 dribbles and stops. Looks to his left, comes back to his right to Brennan Scott. Brennan double team. Stop, goes into Ray. Ray back to Giles. Three-pointer, it's open, it's up, it's good. Garrett Giles has his 6-point, his second 3, and we're tied at 13. 2 minutes, 22 seconds to play in the first quarter of the championship ball game here from St. George's Gym, Freeport in the Bahamas. Working out to the top, the Wildcats have really not gotten a stop yet as they work the ball to the free throw line. They drive left elbow, unable to shoot. Shot clock is not working as they work the ball in to the left side. Nearly a steal by Brightheart. They work the ball to the free throw line. There's a walk. Travel is called, and the Wildcats will get it on their turnover. Good defense, Oak Ridge. Wildcats will get it coming back the other way. Cooper Williams is going to check out. Shamar Green checks in for the first time in this ballgame. 13-13 our score. 1:56 to play in the first quarter. Cameron McCullough about to come into the game as well for the Wildcats. Garrett with it, holds it, gives it over to Shamar, swings it over to Ray. Ray has Giles free, layup, good. No, yeah, it is good. I thought he missed it. He's got 8, and the Wildcats have the lead. 15-13 the score. Good ball movement that time by the Wildcats. Down the floor with it. A timeout is asked for by Columbia Eagles. 1 minute, 32 seconds to play. The Wildcats have all the way come back to take the lead at 15-13. As I've been saying all along, Powell won't let us stream the ball game unless somebody pays $500, and it's ludicrous to do that. So we'll have just a radio ball game on FM 92.7 and FM 94.7. Our sponsors for the radio all season long, and really for our stream, but mainly for the radio, are the Fox Insurance Group, 10 Bank of Oak Ridge, Main Street Lofts, Washboard, Wash and Fold, Jamie Brooks for Anderson County Chancellor, the Oak Ridge Utility District, Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic. Please do business with these people. If not for them, we would not have our broadcasts on the radio, on prepradio.com, or on Oak Ridge Schools Television, Channel 1082. Wildcats have the lead, 15-13. As I mentioned, the shot clock, which we've used the entire game, all the games since we've been down here, is not functioning today. It was earlier in the first game that we saw where Jonesboro won the third-place game, knocking off Tabernacle Baptist, the team that Oak Ridge beat earlier today. Their basketball moving left to right here. We're in the first quarter, late, 1 minute, 28 seconds to play. The Wildcats, watching them drive in, they're going to call a foul on the floor, I think, against Garrett Giles. By his reaction, I think it's going to go against him. I think it should be on the floor. Should not be a shooting violation for sure. Minute 23 to play, 15-13 the score. And once again, here's the pass, and it comes to number 24. He'll set up his dribble once again. Wildcats up by 2. Their basketball. Little mismatch there with Camo, but the Wildcats' Caden Brightheart makes it a good matchup. He steals the ball. Caden's going coast to coast. Off the glass. Shot is good. Caden Brightheart. What a play all the way down the floor, and Oak Ridge has a 4-point lead. 17-13 the score. Columbia Eagles with the basketball. They'll drive in, and a tripping foul is going to be called against Oak Ridge. I think it was Cameron McCullough who is charged with the foul. Oak Ridge in the lead, 17-13. The Wildcats trailed big numbers early, as big as 6 or 7, as the ball is kicked out of bounds. The Wildcats currently playing with Brennan Scott, Garrett Giles, Caden Brightheart, Cameron McCullough, and Shamar Green. 17-13 Wildcats. 55 seconds to play in the first quarter. Championship game, our 5th game of the tournament. Here's a little baseline jumper. It's up, no good. They have the rebound. They'll set it up again. 17-13. We've been out rebounded in most of these games in this tournament, but somehow have managed to win 4. There's a 3 missed. It's going to go caramel out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball coming back the other way. Rebounding has been an issue, but for whatever reason, I know we haven't won the rebounding award, but we've won 4 ball games here, and the Wildcats currently in the lead, 17-13 now. Down to 27 seconds to play. The Wildcats, Cameron McCullough at the point. Dribbles to his left, swings it over to Breithart. Breithart looks to Brennan, had him early, couldn't get to him. Throws the ball back to McCullough. Camo holds the ball back to Breithart. They've got the floor spread a little bit. Camo with it, 12 seconds to play. Camo penetrates in, gives it out to Giles. Three-pointer, right corner. He hits another one! His third three, and the Wildcat lead is 7. 2 seconds, 1 second. They'll not get a shot off. The Wildcats head to the second quarter on top of the Columbia Eagles by a score of 20-13. And we'll be back in a moment. Boys and girls basketball teams will be taking children who have been selected by the District Family Resource Center on a special christening trip. We'll talk about that throughout the course of the game. As the Wildcats have the basketball, leading by 7. 20-13 is our score. Oak Ridge ball. Cameron McCullough at the point. Gives it into Breithart. Breithart top of the circle. Wildcats with a big flurry of points from Garrett Giles. 3 threes in the ball game. There's a double dribble, travel. Something happened between Brennan Scott and Caden Breithart. I think he thought he was going to take the ball. He didn't. And the Wildcats turned the ball over. Up by 7, 20-13. 7 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the second period. With the basketball will come the Eagles. Working the ball down the floor. Wildcats back on defense here. They work the ball down low. Shamar trying to guard their big guy. They work the ball out. They've extended their defense. Nearly a steal by the Wildcats. Out it goes once again. Now they work the ball down low against Shamar. He wants to drive. Fadeaway jumper. Hits the rim. No good. Shamar Green on the rebound. Here goes to Cameron McCullough. Cameron's going to go coast to coast with it. Right side of the free throw line, gives it back to Breithart. Breithart backs it up. 7:09 to play second quarter. Oak Ridge in the lead, 20-13. Oak Ridge, Garrett Giles with it, shoved from the back, no call. Brennan's got it. Brennan drives. Brennan kicks the ball, saved by Camo. Camo drives right, dribbles in. He lost the ball. Taken on the floor by the team from Columbia, and he just called a jump ball. The alternate possession arrow will give give the Eagles the ball. The Wildcats getting Raekwon Watson back in the ball game. Cooper Williams is going to check in. Camo and Shamar Green check out of the game. 20-13 Oak Ridge. 6 minutes, 51 seconds to play in the first half. Ball kicked out by Cooper. Wildcats wearing their all grays today with a little cardinal. This is our second game today. Knocked off Tabernacle Baptist Academy. Here comes the pass way high. Pulled down nicely by the Eagles. They're going to drive in. There's a holding foul against Garrett, and that'll be the first foul called. He grabbed him. I think he as he went driving past him, he thought, I got to slow him down somehow, so he grabbed him and commits the personal foul. Columbia basketball, side of the Oak Ridge court, or side of the court, as they work the ball in. 6:40 to play, 20-13. The Wildcats in the lead. Ridge trailed early in the ball game. The Wildcats a flurry of threes. Here's nearly a steal by Caden Breithart, saved on the floor. I wish we had the 30-second clock. I'm so used to it now. As they work the ball inside for the shot, it's short. On the rebound, out of bounds to Oak Ridge. The Wildcats were in decent position, but still didn't get the board. Luckily, and they're so athletic. I mean, all these teams we play down here are athletic. I mean, all of them. We haven't played one team that even looks remotely like anybody will play in the Knoxville area. Oak Ridge ball, leading by 7. Brennan Scott holds it, now dribbles. They're going to call him for a travel. The Bahamian official calls the travel. I didn't see it, but Coach Green's going to argue with him. He's a local guy. Only, actually, 2 of these are local. One of them is, we've seen him the entire tournament. He's actually from Upper East Tennessee. Their basketball for 3, no good. Cooper's got the rebound. He was fouled, but no call. The Bahamian official not calling it. Oak Ridge's Caden Breithart shoots a 3, no good. Rebound to the Eagles. Holding it 20-13, 5 minutes, 44 seconds to play. They hit some threes early on in the game. Now here's a left elbow shot, not a good one. Shot is missed, rebounded by Cooper Williams. Cooper and the Wildcats wanting to run once again up by 7. 5:32 to play. Cooper with it. Back to Ray Ray. Raekwon thought about pulling and shooting. Will not. Looks left. Gives it over to Brennan Scott. Brennan gets rid of it to Ray Ray. Wildcats in the lead, 20-13. Brennan Scott picks up his pivot foot, and he's nearly stripped of the ball, but going to be deflected. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Brennan's going to have to bring it back across the line. Dribbles too much. Lost it, and turns it over. They're going to work the ball to the left side. Free throw line floater, short. On the rebound, no good. Again, no good. Pulled away by them. They'll drive in. Shot, brick. No good. Rebounded by Garrett Giles. Giles and the Wildcats wanting to run. Garrett needs some help. Gives it over to Ray Ray. 4:50 to play first half. 20-13 Oak Ridge. Ray Ray picked to the ball. He was fouled, but no call. Here's Cooper driving, shooting. No good. But he does draw the foul. Man, we're not getting anything called against them. For whatever reason, this one Bahamian official here in front of us, and Coach Green tells him what for as Cooper goes to the free throw line. Cooper's got 3 points in the ball game. I've got him with 3. I don't remember, honestly. I guess it was a 3-point play. He misses that free throw. Price Davis checking into the game now. Wildcats playing with Raekwon Watson, Caden Brightheart. And it looks like Brennan's out of the game. Garrett Giles, Price Davis, Cooper Williams. Cooper to the free throw line, 20-13, Oak Ridge in the lead. Cooper has his second toss. It's up there, good. I've got him with 4, and the Wildcat lead is 21-13. 4 minutes, 41 seconds to play in the second quarter. Here come the Eagles down the floor, moving left to right. 21-13, 8-point Wildcat lead. Oak Ridge led 20-13. At the end of the first quarter, only 1 point's been scored since that time. There's going to be a 3-second lane violation called against Columbia, as the Wildcats will get the basketball on their turnover. 4 minutes, 22 seconds to play, 21-13 Wildcats. Out of the ball game for them will come number 13. That'll be Tamar Mann, 6'5 senior, as the Wildcats bring the ball down the floor to Garrett Giles. Giles to Ray Ray, bump, no call. The Bahamian officials don't call anything. And there's a late whistle and then a push and a shove, but a little bit too late as Ray Ray got blasted. And these two officials, they didn't call anything. And the Wildcats have the lead 21-13 and the ball. 4:11 to play in the second quarter. This is the final game of the tournament, the championship game. Oak Ridge ball. Ray Ray dribbles right, finds Caden free. Caden dribbles in, finds Giles in the paint, goes to Cooper for the layup, no good. Cooper got knocked down, but no call. Down the floor with the basketball once again will come the Eagles from Columbia High School, Decatur, Georgia. They drive in, shot is up, good. First time in a while. Wildcats back the other way, leading 21-15. Wildcats, here comes to Giles. Giles stops, dribbles out, and he's fouled. The Bahamian official called it this time. It's going to go against them. I think it's going to go against number 10 for them, and that will be Wallace, 6'4 senior. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball underneath the goal. 21-15, Wildcats, 3 minutes, 35 seconds to play second quarter. Ray Ray's going to try to work it in. Does to Price Davis, catches it, gives it right back to Ray Ray. Ray Ray drives right. Caden's free, shoots the 3. It's going to be short. Rebound to the Eagles, then they lose it out of bounds. Conversation between Price Davis and number 11 for them, getting a little heated there as the Wildcats will get it underneath the goal. 21-15 is our score. Wildcats lob it in, and it comes to Ray Ray. Raekwon to Caden Brightheart at the free throw line, backs it up. 3 minutes, 21 seconds to play second quarter, 21-15 the score. Wildcats in the lead. Trying to get a field goal. They have not scored a field goal in the entire second quarter. Garrett Giles shoots this one up there, no good. Again, no good. Taken away by the Eagles. And then the Price gets a steal. Price Davis then slams it off the body of that Eagle. And the same guy that he had words with earlier. And a foul is going to be called. Personal foul, I believe, is called. And Oak Ridge will get the basketball. 14 fouls on them. 3 minutes, 1 second to play. They're going to substitute a Richion Bell lookalike into the ball game as the Wildcats have the basketball. Here it goes to Caden Brightheart. 21-15. Not a whole lot of scoring. That's not a good pass. Easily intercepted by the Eagles, and they'll set it up. Try to force it in there. Not a good play at all. The Wildcats are going to have to get a stop here. They have the basketball at the free throw line. There's a hard jumper. No good. Garrett battles for the rebound. He's got it. Garrett Giles trying to get out of there with it. Gives it off to Ray Ray. Ray Ray to Caden. Oh, man, the Wildcats had numbers. Ray Ray for three. No good. Tipped and rebounded by Columbia. Wildcats cannot buy a field goal all of a sudden. Here they come down the floor. Shot is up, and it's good. 4-point game. The Wildcats wanting to run. Here comes Price Davis driving in, pulling up and shooting. No good. 2:10 to play. Nearly a steal by Brightheart. Saved by the Eagles. The Wildcats have blown a big lead. Here's a shot. It's up. Got to rebound that one. It's going to be up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Cooper, and he's fouled. Oh, they're going to call it travel. Travel is going to be called against Cooper, and he might have jumped with the ball. That might be a good call. 2 minutes to play in the first half. 21-17 Oak Ridge. Price comes out of the ball game. Wildcats playing currently with Brennan Scott. Let's see, Cooper Williams along with Raekwon Watson. Garrett Giles as they launch a three. That's an air ball out of bounds. Be Oak Ridge basketball. That was one ugly shot by the Richion Bell lookalike, Chance Reynolds, 5'6" freshman player. Nobody will understand that reference unless you saw Richion play for Oak Ridge years ago. Oak Ridge in the lead, 21-17. Need some offense, maybe from Brennan Scott. Brennan hits some big threes. He's going to work the ball in, throw the ball away. Wildcats just too many turnovers here. And they're going to bring the ball down for another shot and missed it. Back up, good. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. Wildcats cannot stand prosperity when they've built up a lead, any kind of lead in this tournament. The Wildcats have turned the ball over too much. Here comes Caden Brightheart with the basketball. Fakes the three, won't take it. Ray Ray to Giles. Giles to Brennan Scott. In the corner, Cooper trying to get open, just can't. Good defense by the Eagles. Oak Ridge by 2 with the ball. Brennan's got a three. He walks for the basketball. Another travel. Got to put the ball down on the floor. The Wildcats were up 8 earlier, and now it's a 2-point game, and they can tie it with a 2, take a lead with a 3. 1:08 to play here in the second period. Columbia coming down the floor. This is the championship ball game. Out to the top of the key, number 12 dribbling. Swings it out to Reynolds. Dribbling in. Back to the right it goes. Back and forth. Around the horn. They lob it down low to number 13. He drives in. Fadeaway jumper. That's no good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Bang, bang play. And the Wildcats had the basketball leading 21-19. Here comes Caden Brightheart all the way to the hole. No good. Cooper's got the rebound. Good. And he's fouled. Cooper Williams scores his 6th point. And Oak Ridge will go to the free throw line with an opportunity for a 3-point play with 39.5 seconds to play in the first half. And Cooper will have a free throw. He is 1 of 2 from the line tonight. 23-19, a 4-point lead. And holding. Once again, down the floor will come the Eagles from Columbia. They'll drive in, float one up there, no good. Rebound, Cooper Williams. Cooper pushing it. Garrett Giles, we might have a dunk. He drives in. He two-hand stuffs it. Two-hand jam by Garrett Giles. And the Wildcat lead is 6. 25-19 the score. 17 seconds to play. The Wildcats back up by 6. Reynolds working the offense here with 10 seconds to play. Columbia dribbles in, stops, give it out to Richion Bell. His shot is no good. Rebound with Oak Ridge as Ray takes one at the buzzer. No good. Hits rim as the first half comes to a close. 1 half of basketball in the books. The Oak Ridge Wildcats on top by a score of 25-19. Quick look at the scoring. The Wildcats are led in scoring by Garrett Giles, who has 11. Cooper Williams has 6. Caden Brightheart has 6, and that's all the Wildcats' points. We'll take a break. 25-19 Oak Ridge. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back once again to St. George's Gym, Freeport, Bahamas. The Wildcats lead in the championship game by a score of 25-19. A little correction on the scoring. Garrett Giles has 13 points. Cooper and Caden have 6. Starters Raekwon Watson and Brennan Scott have yet to score. Shamar Green, Cameron McCullough, Price Davis have all played, but they did not score. So the Wildcats back out on the floor trying to win the title, trying to go 5-0 at this tournament. Columbia out of Decatur, Georgia, they're also 4-0 coming into this one, and they've played some great ball. They're a good-looking team. Wildcats are going to get the ball first as we start play in the second half. Wildcats need to build on their lead as Wildcats will try to work the ball in. Caden Brightheart, Raekwon Watson, Garrett Giles, Brennan Scott, Cooper Williams, the 5 in the ball game for the Wildcats. Ray working the point, works it over to Giles. Giles around to Brightheart, looks to lob to Cooper, can't get the ball to him. Looks and now dribbles out to the top of the circle. 25-19, Oak Ridge by 6. Brennan in the right corner, cannot shoot. Brennan backs it up once again. Here it goes to Giles. Giles looks to his right, looks to Cooper. He was open for a second, didn't go to him. Wildcats with the ball. Here's Brennan, three-pointer, off balance, missed it. Didn't really have a good angle at the shot and missed it. And here comes the Eagles down the floor. 25-19 the score on the dark side of the floor here. They work the ball, unable to shoot the three. They're going to drive in. Shot is partially rejected. Cooper can't get it. He does now. It's a rebound to Cooper Williams. Here come the Wildcats. Coach Green says go, and here they come down the floor. Wildcat basketball. Brennan Scott walks again. His third travel of the game. He's got to put the ball down on the floor, and he's not happy with himself. And let's see. I think they're going to warn Brennan not to slam the ball down on the floor. Could have been teed up right now. I like the fact that there's a warning, actually. It'll be Oak Ridge back on defense in a 25-19 ball game. Coach Green continuing to show the officials something. They ignore him as the Eagles bring the ball down the floor. Number 12 calls the play, picked up by Raekwon Watson. Like I said, this end of the floor is noticeably darker. I guess you can probably see that on the screen as the Wildcats battle for a loose ball. It's saved away by the Eagles. Columbia out of Decatur, Georgia. They have the ball at the free throw line, and here's a shot from there, and it's good. Here come the Wildcats wanting to run. The Wildcats, Raekwon with it, over to Brightheart in the right corner. Back to Ray. Ray drives in, goes into Cooper. Right block, turns, spins, blocked. He's fouled. Man, I heard what sounded like all ball, but it'll be Oak Ridge going to the free throw line with Cooper Williams. 25-21, a 4-point Wildcat lead. Clock ticked down a few extra seconds there. 6 minutes, 29 seconds to play. And it'll be Cooper Williams going to the line. 6 points in the game. He's missed a couple of free throws in this one. Rarely he does miss free throws. Hits that one. He's got 7 in the ball game. 26-21 Oak Ridge. Back to the line will go the 6'6 junior. Toss, no good. Rebounded by the Eagles. 5-point game. Coast to coast number 12 goes inside. Shot is up, good. They score with ease. Wildcats struggle to get the ball inside. It's a 3-point Wildcat lead. Here they come down the floor. Raekwon with it. Dribbles in. Penetrates. Kicks it out. Brennan Scott. Brennan drives in the paint. Gives the ball right back to Ray in the corner. Raekwon looks to Cooper. Drives inside. Pulls up and shoots. No good. Somehow Cooper lost his balance and went down, and he was not in great position for the rebound, unfortunately for him, as they work the ball for another free throw line jumper. This one's no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. Out of bounds, last touch by the Eagles. 26-23 Oak Ridge. 5 minutes, 48 seconds to play in the third quarter. Championship ball game from the Bahamas. Garrett Giles with the basketball. Oak Ridge knocked down some big threes early on. Have scored really to get field goals as of late. Brennan Scott yet to score in the ball game. Ray yet to score. Brennan will not shoot the three. Backs it up once again. Here's Brennan. He walks again. 4th travel in the game. Got to put the ball down on the floor, and Gavin Johnson is going to come into the contest. 26-23 the score. 5 minutes, 28 seconds to play third quarter, and Brennan will take a seat. Gavin Johnson scored 3 in the earlier ball game today on a long 3. He's in the game for Brennan here. 26-23 the score. The Wildcats got to play defense again. There's a travel. He was falling down. The Oak Ridge fans didn't like it. He said he was dribbling, but he was still moving. Here's a steal by Caden Brightheart. Caden Brightheart going coast to coast. Will drive in, go up with a shot, no good. Wildcats really didn't have a good look. Good defense by the Eagles. They'll drive coast to coast. Floating shot, no good. Push back up, good. Wildcat lead is 1. Wildcats can't turn the ball over. 26-25 the score. Columbia playing much better defense. Wildcats have got to find some offense from the other guys besides just Cooper, Garrett, and Caden. As the Wildcats, Ray has it to Caden. Lefty puts up a 3. It's off the mark. No good. Rebounded right back by Ray, and the Wildcats set it up. 26-25. Ray having a little trouble with his dribble. Got tangled up with his own teammate. Here's Cooper driving in. One dribble, one shot. He misses it. They have the outlet with a chance to take the lead. They do. Wildcats trail now 27-26. Unable to get offense. 27-26. 4:11 to play. The Wildcats need somebody to step up and hit some shots. Gavin Johnson harassed everywhere he goes. Dribbles to his right, stops, gives it over to Breithart. Breithart and the Wildcats wanting some motion in the offense. They trail by 1 now, 27-26. Breithart thought about lobbing it. Gavin Johnson for 3. No good. Cooper's got the rebound, no good. Cooper point blank miss. Got to hit those. Gavin misfired it just barely off the target, but it fell right in the hands of Cooper, and he wasn't able to get the shot off. 3:37 to play, third quarter. Oak Ridge trailing now 27-26. They're going to drive in. Free throw line jumper looks strong. It is. Rebound to Gavin Johnson. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Ray, Caden, layup, good. Caden Breithart scores. He's got 8, and the Wildcats retake the lead by 1. 28-27. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to play in the third quarter of the championship ball game. With the basketball, number 24 outside the three-point line. Lobs it down low. Somebody got lost. They missed the layup. Wildcats have missed several of those. Breithart's going to go coast to coast with it. No good. On the floor, he says. There's no way that was on the floor. There is no way that was on the floor. He was putting the shot up. A personal foul is indeed called, and the Wildcats will substitute Brennan Scott back in the ball game. Cameron McCullough coming back in. Wildcats substitute out Gavin Johnson and Raekwon Watson. Oak Ridge ball leading by 1, 28-27. Here's the lob, and it comes to Garrett Giles. Giles at the free throw line, wanted to shoot, goes to Cooper. Cooper needs to knock this one down. It's blocked again. Once again, they'll have the basketball, though, underneath the goal. Got to go up strong, and he did, but they're strong, too. Oak Ridge ball. Caden Breithart works it into Camo. Layup, good! Cameron McCullough with his first 2 points, and the Wildcat lead is 3. 30-27 the score. With the basketball will come Columbia. 2:42 to play, third quarter, 30-27. Wildcats working hard defensively. Number 10 dribbles in, the ball deflected out, knocked out of bounds by Cooper Williams. Almost a steal there by Oak Ridge, but knocked out. The Eagles with the basketball side front court. 2:34 to play, third quarter, 30-27 the score. They work it into number 12. He backs up with his dribble, comes around to the left, comes to the free throw line. They have a 3. He wanted to shoot it, now does. It's no good. Garrett Giles has the rebound. Garrett coming down the floor. Garrett stops, waits, gives it off to Breithart. Breithart dribbles in. Breithart drives. Thought about going inside to Cooper. Can't get the ball to him. There's Brennan. They need it. He shoots it. He missed it. On the rebound will come the Eagles. Brennan still yet to score in the ballgame. 30-27 the score. 2 minutes to play third quarter. That's the shot they wanted. Brennan wide open. Now they drive in. Shot. No good. Foul's going to be called against Oak Ridge. Personal foul, I think, will go against Cooper Williams. It'll be a shooting violation, and that'll send the Eagles to the free throw line. 1 minute, 55 seconds to play third quarter. 30-27, the Wildcats in the lead. Going to the free throw line for them will be number 24. That'll be Jamarcus Hatcher. His free throw is good. Shamar's going to check into the game. Cooper's going to check out. 30-28, the Wildcats in the lead. Oak Ridge led at the half, and after one quarter have struggled a bit here in the third against a very good Columbia team. Lefty puts it up there. He missed it. Rebound to Oak Ridge. Shamar has it to Cameron McCullough. Camo down the floor, gives it over to Giles. Garrett, top of the key, dribbles left, gives it off to Brightheart. Brightheart backs up once again. The Wildcats by 2 with the ball. 1:41 to play in the third quarter. Wildcats, Shamar with it. Works the ball to Camo. Camo around to Brightheart. There's Garrett. Three-pointer, right corner, no good. Camo on the rebound, good! Cameron McCullough with his 4th point, and the Wildcat lead is 4. 32-28, a couple big buckets by Cameron McCullough. 32-28 the score. With the basketball, they'll come to the right wing, setting it up once again. 32-28 Wildcats. 1:12 to play. Third quarter action, championship ball game. Wildcats have a mismatch. Wildcats didn't seal off the baseline there, and it's a 2-point game. 32-30 the score. Oak Ridge with it. Caden, cross court, Brennan Scott. Around to Garrett Giles once again. Giles looks into Shamar, can't get the ball to him. Under a minute to play, 32-30 the score. Giles with it, dribbles in, kicks it on to Shamar. Shamar drives the baseline, goes in and scores! Shamar Green off the glass. Great move by Shamar. 34-30 Oak Ridge by 4. 37 seconds to play here in the third quarter. The Wildcats in the lead. Number 12 with the basketball. Got to play defense here, the final 29. There's a holding foul is going to be called against Brennan Scott, I believe. Personal foul called against the Wildcats. Looks like the second team foul called against the Wildcats. It'll be Eagle basketball in front of their bench. 34-30, Oak Ridge in the lead. Eagles to work the ball in, the Wildcats in the lead. Here's the inbounds. It comes in to number 12. Cameron McCullough working hard defensively against him. He drives in, top of the key, free throw line. They get a layup. Good. Good pass. Wildcats with the ball. 16 seconds to play. Cameron McCullough will bring the ball down the floor. 12 seconds to play. Dribbles out of trouble. He's fouled. Foul going to be called against number 12. That'll be Callaway. Only the third team foul called. We have exactly 10 seconds to go in the third quarter, and Oak Ridge holding on to a 34-32 lead. McCullough to Caden Brightheart, 9. Caden to the hole. Shot is up, no good. Shamar battles, has the rebound. Picked up on the floor, wants to shoot. Camo's got it, shoots at the buzzer, no good, as the third quarter comes to a close. 34-32 our score. We'll be back in a moment. Fourth and final quarter here. The Wildcats currently in the lead 34-32. With your support, the Oak Ridge High School boys and girls basketball teams will be taking children that have been selected by the District Family Resource Center on a special Christmas shopping trip. The goal is to spend $100 each on as many children as possible in December. Please either drop off donations at Oak Ridge High School, checks only, made out to ORHS Basketball Boosters, or you can mail them to Post Office Box 5834, Oak Ridge, Tennessee 37831. You can contact Oak Ridge head coach Aaron Green for more information at 423-595-1829 or email him at hagreen@ortn.edu. I want to remind everybody of our sponsors that are going to be helping us all season long: the Fox Insurance Group, 10 Bank of Oak Ridge, the Main Street Lofts, Washboard Wash and Fold, Jamie Brooks for Anderson County Chancellor, Oak Ridge Utility District, Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, and the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic.
We will present this plaque for Mr. Ira Taylor, 1995 player, in recognition for your contribution to Tabernacle Baptist Christian Academy during 1995. A job well done. Let's hear it for Mr. Ira Taylor. He used to play with Coach Clark. He used to play with Coach Clark and Coach Gray. During the 95, that's the first time Tabernacle won. So once again, let's hear it for Mr. Ira Taylor. He is now being recognized in Tabernacle's honor. The two signature Let the offense know. One thing, we say pocket for life. From the Tracy Cajuns, Abaco, Ugo, players all over Bahamas. Enjoy the ball game.
Welcome back to Freeport, Bahamas. The Wildcats will get the ball first as we start play here in the fourth and final quarter. Oak Ridge in the lead. They've led after every quarter. It's now 34-32. It'll be the Bahamas, the side of this tournament. We appreciate you watching our broadcast on our YouTube. Our fifth ball game here. I apologize. It'll be the Eagles with the basketball first, and the fourth and final quarter about to get set. 34-32 is our score. The Wildcats back on defense. Wildcats watch them drive in, get a shot off. It's no good. Rebounded by Cooper Williams. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. See if they can get some offense, up by 2. 34-32 the score. The Wildcats drive in. Here comes a shot. Tip back up. No good. Again, no good. Pulled away by Oak Ridge. Ray with the basketball. Looks to Cooper. Drives himself. Goes all the way in. Here's a three. No good. Rebound to the Eagles. Here they come down the floor with a chance to tie the ball game with a 2 or take the lead with a 3. 7:23 to play in the ball game. 34-32 the score. Wildcats come out in the fourth quarter with Raekwon Watson along with Caden Brightheart, Cooper Williams. Here's a pass inside. Good. They score. And we're tied. 34-34 the score. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Playing with Brendan Scott. Brendan still yet to score. Ray yet to score in the ball game. Caden Brightheart lobs it. Cooper goes up for the shot. He is tied up. Alternate possession arrow to the Wildcats. 34-34 the score. 6 minutes, 57 seconds to play in the ball game. It'll be Caden Brightheart to work the ball in. As I mentioned, Ray and Brennan yet to score. As the Wildcats working into Ray, if he can control it, he does. Works the ball right, stops, gives it out. Brennan Scott, three-pointer, it's open, no good. Brennan still unable to score. The Wildcats need to get back on defense. Here come the Eagles down the floor, outside the three-point line in a 34-34 ball game. 6 minutes, 39 seconds to play. With a basketball will come the Eagles of Columbia High School, Decatur, Georgia. They have the ball outside the line, the Wildcats. Getting a little stagnant here. The shot clock's not working. They drive in and lose the ball out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touch by Cooper. And it'll be their basketball underneath the goal. They work it in. Like I said, the shot clock's not working. I don't know if they're keeping the 30 seconds manually as they work the ball left elbow, trying to draw some fouls. Nothing. 6:11 to play. Tie ball game. They'll drive in against Cooper. Shot is no good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Wildcats will get it. 34-34 the score. 6:05 to play in the ball game. This is the championship ball game of this Bahamas tournament. Oak Ridge ball. This is the defending champions the Wildcats are playing. Columbia, they won it last year. Garrett Giles gives it off to Cooper. Cooper backdoor play. Ray. Layup good. Great ball movement, and Ray has his first 2 points of the game, and Oak Ridge takes the lead 36-34. 5 minutes, 44 seconds to play in the ball game. For the basketball will come the Eagles. Ray working hard on defense against their point guard, number 12. They shoot a three. No good. Rebound to number 13. He wants to drive. He had numbers for a second. They'll set up their offense once again. 36-34, Oak Ridge in the lead. Columbia with the basketball. Outside the line, they're going to drive in, take a charge. Shot is no good. On the floor, a foul is going to be called against Oak Ridge. 5:19 to play in the game. Coach Green saying rebound. As the Wildcats back on defense here. Cooper will front the inbounder. 36-34 Wildcats. Number 24 trying to work the ball in, and he does. And it comes to number 12. They'll dribble out to the left in front of their bench. Number 12, guarded by Brendan Scott. He dribbles past him. Split of the ball, nearly a steal there. Saved by them. They shoot a three. No good. Rebound. Garrett Giles had it. Knocked it out of bounds. I think he was standing on the baseline. He was knocked down by number 13, and Coach Green says box out. 36-34 the score. 5:02 to play in the ball game. Wildcats somehow maintaining a lead, and a timeout is asked for. Once again, I want to remind everybody the next time the Wildcats and Lady Wildcats will be playing will be on December the 5th. It'll be at Powell High School. Powell has a ridiculous $500 stream fee, so we will not be able to stream the ball game. We apologize for that. And I don't, normally I would try to raise some money, but I just think that's ludicrous that Powell High School and their administration thinks that $500 worth of people watching the stream are not going to come to the game, when typically in high school, the people who are going to go to the game are going to go to the game. We will have it on the radio, though, on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. Send your cards and letters to Powell. Fox Insurance Group, 10 Bank of Oak Ridge, Main Street Lofts, Washboard Wash and Fold, Jamie Brooks for Anderson County Chancellor, the Oak Ridge Utility District, Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, and the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic. They will be our sponsors in the radio ball game coming up on December the 5th. The boys and the girls will be in action. The girls haven't played since last Saturday. They're going to go 17 days before playing their next ball game. 36-34, 5 minutes to play in the game, and the Eagles work the ball in. Wildcats playing with Caden Brightheart, Garrett Giles, along with Raekwon Watson, Cooper Williams, Brennan Scott. Oak Ridge by 2. They're going to dribble in. He thought about shooting a 3. Working hard, looking to go for a drive. They work the ball to the corner. Here's a 3. Brick, no good. Rebound to the Wildcats, had it, couldn't control it. There's Ray with a steal. Ray, the Wildcats have numbers. Brennan Scott comes down the floor, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. 4 minutes, 32 seconds to play in the ball game. 36-34 the score. Championship ball game, our second game of the day, our 5th game in 4 days. Wildcat ball. Wildcats working in. Caden Brightheart goes in for the shot. Good! Count it! And he's fouled. Caden Brightheart scores his 10th point, and Oak Ridge has a 4-point lead at 38-34, and Brightheart will go to the free throw line. Caden told me that he was not pleased with the way he's been playing down here. I think he does so many other things so well. I think he's really hard on himself. He's gunning for his 11th point here. Good. Caden's got 11 points. Oak Ridge by 5. 39-34, 4:25 to play in the ballgame. The championship game here from St. George's High School. They've got a left elbow shot. It's up, no good. Rebounded by Ray, ripped out of his hands. So jump ball, the alternate possession arrow to the Eagles of Columbia High School. 4:15 to play in the game. 39-34 the score. Oak Ridge in the lead. Columbia trying to work the ball in. They do. In the left corner, they lob it up to the top. They give number 24 a shot if he wants it. Didn't take it. Backs it up. Now they lob it to the right corner. Unable to shoot the 3. The Wildcats have extended their defense out. 4 minutes to play. Here's a reach-in foul called against Caden. Caden was in foul trouble in the first ball game today. That'll be the second team foul called against Oak Ridge. Exactly 4 minutes to play in the game. 39-34 Wildcats. Columbia works the ball in. They'll set it out to the top once again. They drive right. Unable to shoot. Now the point guard cut up by Caden. He nearly steals it. They grab it on the floor. Shoot a 3. Brick. No good, but they've got the rebound. Again, no good. Knocked out of bounds. They say last touched by the Eagles. Wildcats just struggling to get boards. 3:46 to play in the game. 39-34. Their basketball. They work the ball in. The Wildcats continue to get stops, just can't get rebounds. Top of the circle, number 12, wide open 3 this time. Air ball city, baby. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball coming back the other way. Oak Ridge on top by 5. 39-34, trying to win the championship down here in the Bahamas. Garrett Giles works the ball in to Raekwon Watson. 3:34 to play. The Wildcats down the floor with their point guard. Picked up by a freshman at the midcourt line. Over it goes to Giles. Garrett Giles holds the ball, gives it back out to Cooper Williams. Cooper looks for a backdoor cutter. Nobody comes free. Over to Ray it goes. Ray backs it up, penetrates the paint, goes in for the shot. Good! Ray Ray scores his 4th point, and Oak Ridge now leads by 6. 7, 41-34, 3:05 to play in the ball game. For the basketball, number 10, he drives, goes in for the shot. He's fouled on the floor. Should have been on the floor. 3:01 to play in the game. 41-34 Wildcats. I think that's the 3rd team foul against the Wildcats. They'll substitute into the ball game number 23, Brandon Bigsby, and he is a big dude. It'll be Eagle basketball underneath the goal. 3:01 to play in the game. 41-34, 7-point Wildcat lead. Here's the inbounds. They have a 3. They shoot it. It's good. Big shot there. They haven't made a lot recently, but they close the gap to 4. 2:52 to play. Ray Ray coming down the floor. Can't turn the ball over here. Ray Ray does. And then down the floor, a travel is called against the Eagles. Good defense by Caden Brightheart to cause the turnover. 41-37 Wildcats. 2:43 to play in the ball game. Wildcats cannot turn the ball over because they'll turn it into points almost every time. Wildcats playing with Brennan Scott, Cooper Williams, Caden Brightheart, Garrett Giles, Raekwon Watson. Ray Ray gets it on the inbounds, drives the middle of the floor, kicks it all the way inside. His shot is blocked out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. 2:39 to play, 4-point Wildcat lead here. 41-37. Caden Brightheart will work the ball in. And it comes to Ray Ray, to Cooper. Cooper goes up for the shot. He's fouled on the floor. That'll be only the 2nd foul called against the Eagles. Wildcats will have the basketball underneath the goal. 41-37. Dr. Hawkins. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Underneath the goal. Ray Ray will attempt to work it in. Get our principal out of the picture here. Oak Ridge ball. Ray Ray. And the Wildcats call a timeout. 41-37 our score. Wildcats in the lead. 41-37 in the championship game. 2 minutes, 37 seconds to play in this one. At the end of the game, they'll have a presentation of awards, and a most valuable player will be selected as well. Hopefully it'll be the Wildcats hosting a trophy and an MVP award. 41-37 our score. Wildcats, once again, in the lead. I am running out of breath. I've done a lot of basketball all by myself. But I want to tell you, with your support, the Oak Ridge High School boys and girls basketball teams will take children that have been selected by the District Family Resource Center on a special Christmas shopping trip. The goal is to spend $100 each on as many children as possible in December. Please either drop off your donations at Oak Ridge High School, checks only made out to the Oak Ridge Basketball Boosters, or you can mail them to P.O. Box 5834, Oak Ridge, Tennessee 37831. You can contact Oak Ridge head coach Aaron Green for more information at area code 423-595-1829 or email him at hagreen@ortn.edu. A lot of time left in this one. Wildcats in the lead, 41-37. They have the ball, 2:37 to play. Ray Ray will work the ball in for the Wildcats. Eventually, looks, gets it into Cooper. Cooper lost the ball. Turnover Wildcats. Got to play defense again. Not sure exactly what happened right there. With the basketball will come the Eagles of Columbia High School. Big turnover in the game right now as they drive in, all the way in for a layup. Good. Somebody got lost, and the Wildcat lead is 2. 41-39. Can't turn the ball over again. Here comes Ray Ray down the floor. Foul situation. Wildcats have committed 3. They've committed 2. Here comes Oak Ridge's Ray Ray with it. Garrett Giles dribbles, drives, gives it into Cooper for the layup. Is blocked. Another block, and they can tie it right here. Coast to coast. Shot is good, and we're tied. 41-41 the score. The Wildcat lead. They've led most of the ball game, but the Eagles trying to snatch one away from the Wildcats. Here comes Oak Ridge with it. Ray Ray with his back to the goal, gives it over to Giles. Wildcats need somebody to step up. Maybe it's Cooper. Maybe it's Ray Ray. Who knows? Wildcats get Caden Brightheart dribbling. Free throw line jumper. In and out. No good. They can take the lead here. A minute 31 to play. Got to play some defense. With the basketball will come the Eagles. 41-41 the score. A minute 25 to play. Got to cut him off as they drive. They get a three off. It's on target. It's no good, though. Garrett Giles on the rebound. 41-41 the score. A minute 16 to play in regulation here in the championship ball game. This is the way a championship game should be played. A lot of action. Cooper Williams. Ray drives. Goes in for the shot. Good. No, it drops off. No good. Rolled off the rim, but he was fouled and will go to the free throw line. It just barely rimmed out, and Ray will go to the line. Exactly 1 minute to play in the ball game. Raekwon has 4 points in the game. Oak Ridge tied 41-41. 2 shots here for the junior point guard. Here's the first one. No good. Free throws have been an issue on this trip. Ray's got to knock this one down to give Oak Ridge the lead back. 41-41 the score. We got a rebound if he misses it. 1 minute to play. Ray shoots. We're in the lane early. They didn't call it. 5 points, and the Wildcats have the lead. We got lucky. We were in the lane. Looked like Garrett was in the lanes. The Wildcat lead is only 1. Here they come. Dribbling right. 49 seconds to play. Don't give up an easy 3. Wildcats in the lead, 42-41. Here comes their three-point shooter. He hits it. 3-point shot, and the Wildcats trail by 2. Oak Ridge basketball. Ray with the basketball. 44-42 the score. The Wildcats. Ray coast to coast. Stops, gives it out to Giles. Garrett Giles looks to his right, gives it off to Brightheart. Wildcats down by 2. They turn the ball over. Layup. No good, but a foul is going to be called. 18 seconds to play. The Wildcats have led the entire game until right now. 44-42 the score. And once again, they'll be shooting free throws. 44-42 our score. Trying to make it a 2-possession ball game. 2-shot foul. 44-42. First free throw is good. Not much time now. The Wildcats down 45-42. Columbia has trailed the entire game, but the Wildcats just couldn't make plays in the final minute. He missed a shot. The Wildcats have an opportunity. Cooper with it to Ray. Not much time, though. 14 seconds to play. We got to get Brennan involved somehow as the Wildcats. Ray drives in for the layup. Good. Ray scores, and the Wildcats call a timeout with 7 seconds to play. Ray now has 7 points, and the Wildcats are trailing it 45-44. The Wildcats are undefeated on the year, but they're down 1 with 7 seconds to play. Coach Green, Coach Mitchell, Coach Scott calling up the play here on the inbounds. Wildcats are going to get Brandon Hayward in the ball game. Use some quickness, some quick hands. The Wildcats are going to get Cooper out of the ball game, so they're going to go with a guard lineup here. Trailing by 1, 45-44. Thanks for tuning us in all tournament long here from the St. George's Gym. It's been a great tournament. The Wildcats, win or lose this one, they've won 4 games against some really good teams. And if they lose this one, it'll be a close one against a really, really fine team. By far the best team we've played the entire tournament, in my humble opinion. They've got a lot of things going for them. They're well coached, and they just play good basketball. They were undefeated 4-0. Oak Ridge undefeated at 4-0. The Wildcats will have Brennan Scott, Caden Brightheart, Raekwon Watson, Brandon Hayward, and Garrett Giles. They'll inbounds it. Don't want to give them anything cheap. 45-44 the score. Their basketball, 7.1 second to play. If we don't get the inbounds, we've got to get a foul real quick. Their basketball, and they'll work the ball in. Yet to do it. Now they do fire it in, and then they lost it out of bounds. Oak Ridge will get it. Oak Ridge will get it with 4.3 seconds to play. And Oak Ridge will call another timeout. Oak Ridge will get it underneath their goal. trailing 45-44. And I think the Wildcats wanted a timeout. I didn't see one signaled by the official. The Wildcats in good position here as they'll substitute players into the ball game. 45-44. Oak Ridge trails. 4.3 seconds to play in the ball game. The championship ball game. The Wildcats will have it on the baseline. Let's see what they do. Raekwon Watson works it in. Caden Brightheart. Caden nearly fouled. Drives in. Pulls it up. Shoots. No good. The Wildcats lose. He was fouled. Congratulations to Columbia. They knock off the Wildcats by a final score of 45-44. The Wildcats got a good look at it. Just wouldn't fall for him. Congratulations. Great slugfest game, but the Wildcats fall 45-44. Looking at the scoring, the Wildcats were led in scoring unofficially by Garrett Giles, who had 13. Cooper Williams had 7. Caden Brightheart had 11. Raekwon Watson had 7. Shamar Green had 2. Cameron McCullough had 4. The lone starter that did not score was Brennan Scott. And I know Brennan's going to be upset about that. Really, really fine championship ball game. But the Eagles win it. They come from behind to beat Oak Ridge 45-44. They'll have a presentation of the trophies in just a moment. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a minute. Turn it off for a little bit.
Robin